Princess Hurricane, and today I wanted to talk to you about the lost art of pathwalking. Pathwalking. What kind of imagery does that conjure for you? Is it maybe labyrinth, maybe the Stonehenge, maybe some vague idea or memory of a path that you yourself have walked? Maybe it's a mystical tradition or an ancient lineage that feels elusive but enticing. What if I told you a pathwalker exists beyond structure? A pathwalker is simply that who can walk in tune with the unseen. We are all pathwalkers in our own ways, whether we walk the ancient rites and mystical tradition or the modern pathways of this world of the free market, of capitalism. However we create, conjure, summon paths, we are a pathwalker. And especially as facilitators, we are pathwalkers, path leaders. And it is deeply important to return to the deeper roots and traditions of this sacred art form so that we can be more empowered in the paths we choose to create and walk, so that we understand that every path we embark upon is sacred, that we don't do it for materialistic gain or for status or notoriety. We do it from our own sacred emergence and calling. So let's get into the art and exploration of pathwalking today. So when it comes to the primordial princess ethos and world, it's really important that for every piece of content I'm bringing forward, I'm bridging something, bridging an awareness, bridging a identity that allows you to step into more agency, creative sovereignty, and artistry in the way you live your life. So when we're talking about pathwalking, if you are a coach, a healer, a spiritual guide, facilitator, you are a pathwalker. And it's very important for you to plug back into the source of power in understanding what it means to be a pathwalker. A pathwalker is one who is attuned, as I said before, to the unknown currents, able to connect to something bigger than yourself and move in alignment with that bigger force. Just as in the wild, in the primordial, in the wilderness, in the mysteries of nature, we walk paths. We must walk paths. We must know where we are going. And even if it's in a veiled, mysterious, intuitive way, we must be able to maneuver the unknown in order to arrive at the banks of the known. And this is the essence of a pathwalker. And why I think it's so important to embrace this role, this identity, this ancient memory, and this lineage is because many times we are bogged down by the weight of this world's need for certainty, by the need for, and in the need for certainty, we actually cut off our instinctive connection to the genius of the pathwalker in holding the tension of the unknown. So because of this, we pollute our processes, our creative work, everything we do with this need to know, this need to formulate, this need to analyze, this need to break down the structures and to know everything in advance and to have it planned out to a T and to have everything perfectly clear. What does this do? This closes the door to the mystery. This closes the door to the true path, the most sacred, most enriching, most enlivening pathway that there could be. We shut the door when we attach to certainty and treat it as our savior. The pathwalker thrives in the unknown. The pathwalker sees the blank canvas of the void and just feels this delight rising in their body, and knowing that they're about to face something that their mind could have never wrapped itself around. And that is where the joy is as a pathwalker, is knowing that you're in a dance, you're in a game, you're in a vortex that has its own intelligence, and you're moving with it from a place of command, but you're also learning as you go. You're also unraveling and transforming and being reborn as you go. And there's nothing more alive in the space we can get to in our work as spiritual guides and as spiritual teachers. There's no place more alive and more rich with sensation and this kind of orgasmic flow and current of intelligence and knowing. There's no place more beautiful for us to be. And I really want to transmit this to you, not just to enlighten you around what it is you actually do, but to give you more permission to lean into the uncertainty of what it is you do, to trust the uncertainty, to feel the pulsating currents of that unknown path before you, and give yourself to it in entirety, because it's how devotionally we give ourselves to the path. That is how directly, how deeply, how richly, how penetratively the path can meet us in that opening. So you can understand the modern mind being conditioned for the known. It only lets in little fragments of that juicy, raging force of power and potency and the mysteries. The more we can open ourselves to the unknown, to weaving the unknown through our journey, to walking the unknown and boldly proclaiming the unknown in everything we offer to the world, the more people want to just step in with us. The juicier, the more seductive, the more magnetic it all becomes, because it's no longer this, I know, trust me, I know, I'm here and I'm gonna take you where you wanna go. It becomes this beautiful, or just, I was gonna say orgasmic, but I keep saying that. This beautiful electric union that people get to watch and become and alchemize through you with. There's so much more value in that space than in pretending like you know and have everything figured out. I promise you. So I recently walked with my clients and through a journey called the Jewel of the Pharaoh, and this path walking was so deeply in alignment with the currents of the Egyptian mysteries in a way that opened me to doors and to memories and to powers that even if I consciously touched on it in some small degree, it wasn't until I walked the path with those participants, with their own energies, their own discoveries, that I was blown open to the majesty just the same, in their own, in alignment with them. We're walking as fellow travelers, and I think that's what's so beautiful about the Pathwalker, is you can still be a guide, you can still be a leader, a facilitator, and be a part of the mystery with those who you are guiding and leading and facilitating. There's not the traditional sense of authority in the idea of having to have everything figured out. It's your comfort in the unknown that is the authority. So I hope you could take this in and play with this identity, play with how creative are the paths you can create and walk, how deep can you go into the unknown, how far, how rich, how wide can you open to receive that power of the paths that are, the paths that summon you, and the paths that are yet to be formed and walked. So I hope you enjoy this. Follow for more sacred, mystical immersion in ancient truths that serve you in modern times. This is Princess Hurricane. I love you. I don't know what that is, but I hope you like it. Bye.